Hey everyone, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes because I popped on a little early, like a few minutes before. So I have to do a correction. Yesterday, I don't know what I was thinking. I was saying, oh, it's in number 27, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. 3 more days ago. No, today's the last day of our gratitude day. And it's because I was looking at my calendar wrong. And this is why I have to write things down because it's just the way things are. Um, so, mm, yeah, no, just had to let you know I made a mistake. So I'll correct that. I will make a correction on that. So I almost have everything finalized with my web designer Ash. Love him. Thank you, Ash, so much for so much assistance with my website and getting it going. That's been a long journey within itself. Um, and I don't want to like tear it all down and do the first we thought we were going to have to do that, and then it was like, no, I think I have a better solution. I love people who can find solutions to things, and he found a better way to do it. So I went ahead on the day when it was 3/11. I think it was 3/11. Was it 3/11? I don't remember what day it was. Um. Anyway, I for whatever reason decided to really take the next step as far as with Patreon. Now, remember, I told you I was having a hard time with Patreon. I was having a hard time trying to figure out if I wanted to go over there. Blah, 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 blah. Now I don't have a problem because my web designer is thebomb.com. Um, he's he's got it where it's hooked into my web page, but where he actually is. I just sent him a thing and I said I need to have a button because I had my original Patreon page designed for Galactic Spiral Light because I was going to just do all the hi, do something, guess what I have for you. Okay. Um, wow, that looks good. Is that what? Okay, sorry. So, anyway, I just told him, I said, hey, I need to have a button put on the web page so when people want to go to, okay, before I say it, okay, lovelies, lovely souls that you are, when I told you yesterday, I had to really go and dive deeper into my chart and look at some finalized stuff in my chart yesterday, and the elder I sat with yesterday, bomb.com, you know. And she dug deeper and told me some deeper stuff. Now, I told you I got my Lemurian info, I got my ancestor thing. I went to two different people and got that. They gave me that part of the puzzle. But there was one more part of the puzzle that some people has seen. And it's kind of like this. When they see something in your chart, they don't want to tell you about it because they don't want you to really have full on access to it. But they know what it is. So they'll start to like stay out of your space. And I had that happen to me. I want to say about right around 19, maybe 20 years ago. I could probably say, yeah, I think around 20 years. Maybe about 15, 20 years ago. And this guy, and it's just, there's a reason why I'm sharing this with you. This guy um, had gotten looked at my chart. And by the way, welcome to Be So Light. My name's Felicia, Priestess Makala, as well as Niana. Today's the last day for gratitude challenge. Today's the last day. Tomorrow we start the galactic portal wave. So I hope you're ready to go. It's another 10 more days. We're building on this. So anyway, back to the story. The guy's looking at my chart, all right? And the lady who saw my chart, and she was looking at it, she goes, I got to call my friend up. He's got to take a look at your chart. And he takes a look at the chart. He looks at my palm. He looks at me. He goes, wow. And he doesn't tell me anything. He goes, you just touched my God. And he walks away. And I'm like, what the hell does that really mean? What's that mean? What that mean? Tell me. So I'm like, So I walked around for many, many years trying to figure that out, trying to look it up, didn't understand what it meant. What does that really mean? I'm going to be punished, or I'm down here, what? So finally, yesterday, sitting with the elder who does very in-depth chart reading, she told me about it. Gave it all to me, written it out. She goes, you're here, you're doing your work. This is what you're supposed to be doing. It's written in stars. Keep going, no matter what. So I'm sharing this with you because a lot of times, I think a lot of us as light workers, as coaches and massage therapists and card readers and spiritual journey people, that know we're down here to do more than just a 9 to 5 to stay alive. That's that's not a part of this anymore. So just having that knowledge and knowing that, it gives you the perspective of how you need to keep going. It gives you that hidden information, how you have to keep going. Sometimes you want to give up. Sometimes you just want to say, fuck this, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know how to do all this technology. I totally get it. I'm 58 and I'm still, trying to get through all the technical stuff and trying to really do it. But I take my time, and what works for other people might not work for you. So you kind of have to just find your own little road that feels good to you and doesn't overwhelm you. I get overwhelmed with some technical stuff. I don't care if it's easy for somebody else to figure it out. It doesn't work that well with me. And it's the same probably with you. So when you find your niche in the world and you really feel good about something that you feel called to do, stick with it. Stay with it. If you were a part of the gratitude challenge and you completed all of your 30 days, bravo to you. Good job. Good job. Are you ready to do 10 more days? Now the 10 more days, we're going to switch gears. And it's not going to be the gratitude thing. Now it's going to go into all of the signature kins. All of these signatures. It's going to go into this medicine. So each one represents a different frequency vibration of the day. Each one will have something to present. And as we're moving through these portals, every day is creating something. And this is like really the bomb.com magic, because you can see it when it starts forming. So like when you see that X right there, that's the start of the portal. And we got 10 of them to go through. Okay, that means the activation portal for this. How do you see this? There's questions that'll come with it. And it challenges you to keep your frequency vibration up and work through stuff. That's the trick to everything. Work through your crap so you have that energy rise to keep going and doing what you're here to do. Okay? So, I want to give a shout out to Lightstar. She made it onto the Tab 24 Carta Awards. And she got put on the awards for her dimensional cards and her magical, she got put on the awards for her magical dimensional oracle deck. So her magical and Celeste got put on the award list for that. So I wanted to give a shout out to Lightstar and say bravo to you. And this particular 2024 Carta Awards is led by the Tarot Foundation. So those of us that we love doing what we do, there's foundations out there that support you with your cards and stuff. And I'm down with it. I'm totally with that. So, I'm really going to pay attention to looking at this. And because she's a card designer, she got entered into this. And so she's like, since my Celestial Frequency Oracle deck just got entered into the 2024 Carta Awards. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I was wondering if my second additional Magical Dimensional Oracles deck might also make it in the running. So, magic, the power of creation, when you stay with something. I know some of you are getting frustrated. You want your cookies and ice cream, and you want your cake and ice cream right now. Okay, my lovelies, you're baking the cake. You got a few more ingredients to put in it because this is a unique cake that you're making. And you're getting ready to pop it all into the oven so that you can pull it out and decorate it and give it to your customers so that they can say, I love your cake. This is what you're doing. So as you keep taking those steps forward, no matter what it looks like for you, it doesn't have to be like somebody else. Stop comparing yourself to someone else. I had to learn that when I got into this world, I'm like, oh, well, hell, I'm supposed to be doing that. Oh, well, shoot, I'm supposed to have this many followers. Oh, crap, I'm supposed to be. No, it is the way it is because that's what it is. Okay? I'm not signed up with some elite group and doing all that. I'm not a part of that. I'm just me. Okay? I'm building and getting people to know who I am. Okay? Who I am. And what I'm here to do and what I'm here to offer. The same with you. When you are out presenting and creating and getting your work out there, you want people to know you for who you are. So that brings me to the topic of this. Let me just close this. Okay. So that brings me to the topic of the crystals. And notice how I showed you that big crystal. Okay. So I keep this crystal with me because that's what it wants. And it only comes out when it's needed to come out. Okay. So I remember the day when I saw this crystal. And it was so funny because I was out visiting in Texas in Bastrop. And I went to this crystal store out there at the time that was owned by an elder woman by the name of Lorraine, who has already crossed over, but I'm sure she's very happy with her decision, what she did with this with me. So, long story short, I saw this, and I just remember when I saw them, it was like we went in there on when I came into town from my trip getting off the plane. Went in there, took a look around. I fell in love. She had like 3 of these sitting in the window. And they were on these like holders, these pedestal things. And I just remember saying, God, I really want one of those. Those are those super Vogels. I really want one of those. And they'll go, how much is it? You know, sometimes these crystals make you go, how much is it? So I remember looking at the price, and it was like one of them was 500 and something. Another one was 3 something. And another one was, I think, 400 and something. And I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. For me, that's where my brain set was. That's a lot of money. Oh, a lot of money. So I just remember saying to myself, and I walked up to the crystal and I said, look, I am a crystal keeper. And if you want to come home with me, I'd be more than happy to take care of you. And we could probably do some wonderful work together. But you are going to have to find a way to come home with me. You gotta create it. That's what I said, okay? That's what I said. That's what I told it. Okay, now keep in mind, crystals are all about the bones of mother, the plasma mother, the cellular memory of mother. You know, that's how I look at it. And so keep in mind that's what you're talking to when you do that. So I just was like, oh, I don't. So we left the store. And I remember the time, the friend of mine's at that time, she goes, well, are you going to get that? And I said, I don't know. It's a lot of money. I'm going to sleep on it. So I slept on it. So we went back a couple days later. Went into the store. Lorraine's looking at me all kind of funny. And she goes, hi, darling. And I go, hi. And I walked up to the window and 2 of the crystals were gone. I was like, oh. She goes, yeah, I know. And there was only this one. And then there was one more that was left. But she had that one in the back room. She moved it forward. I said, yeah, those other 2 big ones are gone. I had 2 guys come in here they are from Los Angeles, and they were out here visiting. They came to my store, they saw them, they bought 2 of them, and they said they're probably going to come back and get the other ones because they want to put it in their store in Los Angeles. And I was like, not my crystal. That's exactly what I said. So I'm walking around, this couple walks in, and she's trying to do some work on herself, and she was really going through like some heavy health issues, and she was having pain. And I just remember I walked up to her and I said, would you like to stop feeling all that pain you're feeling? And I did some work on her really quick and had her ground down. I told her some stones she should work with, and her pain was subsided. So what happens, she saw that I was looking at this crystal, and I was talking to Lorraine, and I said, well, is there a way I can maybe put this, because I live in California, is there a way I can put this on a payment thing and make payments on it? And Lorraine was like, yeah, I don't see why yeah, and the couple heard that. So what they did as a gift to me, they gave me like $100 towards this crystal. So then they bought all these other different crystals from her, and they spent like $1,000 something in there. They left, went on about their business. And then I walked up and I told her, I said, okay, I'm going to put some more money on it. And Lorraine, this is how people know. They know that you are here to do something. And she looks at me and she goes, no, take it with you. It's yours. I go, what? I said, I need to give you more money. She goes, no, they gave money for it. You need to take it and go do your work with it. Because, honey, you got a lot of work you're going to be doing. You're going to be helping a lot of people. So, here. I was beside myself because this was like very 300 and something dollars. And she goes, no. And she looks at me and she says, when you know, you know. When you know, you know. So I want you to think back at all the times when somebody just knew they were supposed to do something for you or to align with you or to give you something. They were supposed to do that. And she did that. So then I'm overwhelmed. I take it with me. We just happened to be going to a medicine gathering. I took it with me with my Taino family. At that time, our tribe that was together, and we did some good medicine blessings. I had, blessed it up in the rivers, and just, it's just beautiful, 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 beautiful work that and what was so neat is that I knew it was definitely mine because it has a spiral. It spirals all the way down into the point. And it just goes all the way down into it. So I had just been like, wow. And it has a lot of fire crystal energy into it. And it's just been the most beautiful gift to get from someone who saw it. So after I get home, I kid you not, I get a phone call that Lorraine had passed away. And I go, what? Say, yeah. Her daughter had taken over and was letting everybody know because my friend had went by to go visit. And she walked in and somebody else was there in the store. And she goes, oh, where's Lorraine? And said, oh, Lorraine, she crossed over. And I go, what? So it's kind of like a shocker. And I said, wow. What was the timing of that where she did that? Because she had some things going on and she wasn't feeling so hot. And she goes, no. I said, do you want? She goes, I don't go to doctors and da-da-da. They'll just make me feel worse. And I said, okay. She goes, no, I just know I'm almost done here. She said it just like that real quick. She goes, I know I'm almost done. And I'm like, but I said, why? And when she said it, I was kind of like, yeah. But I just kind of just went on about my business, and I still was overwhelmed with the crystal, and I took that and was with that. So I share that with you because a lot of times you run into people that they see you, they know you, and they know somewhere in their chart of themselves they need to do something with you because it's something that has to be done. They know it. And I'm pretty sure whenever I pull that out and work with it, Lorraine feels that because when you're a crystal keeper like she was, I mean, she would put a lot of these stores to shame because she had things in there that was so affordable that it would be really easy to go in and get those things. And she had rare things that you can't find in other stores. That's what she really was good at and specialized in. So, always, Lorraine, thank you. Thank you for seeing. Thank you for hearing spirit to do what you did. And that's what it means when you go into different stores or you connect with different people. you're making a connection with that person for a reason. There's something they're supposed to do for you, and it hasn't been revealed yet. But when it's revealed and it's divinely aligned, it comes into place. So I had to share that story with you about when you make it through something. You did it. You made it. You made it over the hump. You made it through a challenging time in your life. You made it through. That's all you have to do. Is just keep going. Don't get stuck to the point to where you are frozen and you can't move past it. That's what medicine is all about. That's what spending time with people who get you so you can talk and purge things out. That's what digging in and doing that alone time and getting rid of things that you have to move out of. I want you to really look back over your life and see the magic of who was in your life at a certain time that valued you. Didn't know you from rocks and ants, okay? They just saw your spirit. They just saw you and felt you and knew you as the person who you were right there in that moment. Now, I could have been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and said, oh, hard times are upon me. Let me go see if I can pawn this off and sell it. No. Because that would be undoing a blessing and then undoing something that someone did for me. No. This is for the people. That's what this is. I'm just a keeper of it. Period. Ain't that right? So, I want you to think about that today. Who came into your life at the most opportune moment and helped you through something? Help you believe? Or like the time when you guys know. Come on now. You know, when I was making that move from that storage from Folsom and bringing myself over to the Rockland storage, and when my medicine purple cabinet fell, how traumatized I was. It had been with me forever. And then it just crashed. I remember for 2 nights straight, I kept hearing the crashing sound in my head. And how I had to let that go. Hard as hell. I had a hard time. I was like, I lost my purple magical cabinet. It's gone. It just couldn't come with me to the next level. It was old energy, and it couldn't come to the next level. It had to go. Because there's something else bigger and prettier with my name on it waiting for me. So, let me share something. So the elder's looking through my chart, right? And she says, oh, there's an opportunity here. You're going to meet someone. You're going to meet a nice man here. I go, that again, here we go. You know, I go, that again, here we go. And I say it like that because, and I'll tell you why I say it like that. I am only interested in being with my spirit mate, a guy who gets me. I don't have to fix you, take care of you in any way, shape, or form. And I mean this like, you know, if we were married or something and something happened to you, then yeah, hell yeah, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor. I'm all about that. But I'm talking about like when you just meet the person and you're like you gotta take care of them, and because they don't want to dig in and heal themselves. They don't want to do the work. I don't want that in my life. So I just totally say, no, just send me someone who is my spiritual match. And I don't have to worry about anything like that. We walk together as a divine couple and do things in a divine way. And we're being of service in a big way, helping others. That's what I'm looking for. But I'm so busy with being of service and showing up. If that shows up, great. But watch out, because he's going to have to go through all my little checkoffs. Why? Why would I say that? I'll tell you why. Because it's the divine curriculum. That's all. And be like, I'm sorry, I must ask you a couple of divine curriculum questions, please. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, come on. You know you think the same way. Come on. Come on. So, anyway, when she told me, I was like, we shall see. What do? Oh, wow. So, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Because Spirit is having fun with me right now. Spirit will bring somebody and disguise them. To be maybe like helping me with something, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, somebody in the angelic force is going to take out their magical coin and say, your time is now. Bling! Flip that coin. And then this light goes up, comes down. Be like, would you like to go out for some matcha? Chai tea? Sure! Then it'll be history. I don't know. Oops, did I just manifest that? I better stop. All right. So get ready for tomorrow. I'm going to share with you tomorrow what I did, because I have to wait for the final touch. And once the final touch is done, then I will tell you what I did. I'm actually really proud of myself in a way that sometimes you think, oh, that's what I want to call it. Oh, that's what I want to do it. Oh, that's how I'll have this group name. Blah, blah, blah. And it still doesn't feel right. You still won't step into it because there's still something off about it. Because it has to wait for the right alignment. Well, that alignment has occurred. So, tomorrow, which is Friday, I will tell you what I did. Some of you might think, oh, that's nothing. But to me, it's a big thing to me, because it's how it all lined up and how it all started with a simple word that I liked, and I made a license plate holder out of it and put it on the back of my car. I said, okay. Not knowing that that was going to turn into something and something and something and something and something. And here I am talking to you. So, let's get to the card reading, because I am hungry. I told Kitty this morning, I said, I have something for you. And she's like, oh, what? And I said, Alaskan sockeye wild salmon. And she goes, wild salmon? I go, yes, wild salmon. She goes, keep talking. So I went in and got her some and gave it to her. The other one took a little bit. She was like, ah. The young one. But gave some wild sockeye salmon to Kitty Kitty. And yeah, that didn't have a chance. It's gone. she took that and she had a good time with it, and she's napping somewhere. Love it. So congratulations to Lightstar on her um, award being put in for that. It's wonderful. Okay, so here's the message for today. Thank you so much for being a part of Be So Light. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, if you will go over to my newsletter on WordPress under priestessmichaela333.org. It's been there forever. You can read all the updated information. And I don't know if I can put it on there. I'll put it in the description thing when I make the corrections. I'll go in and put it in there so everybody can have access to that. And I'll just start really trying to keep up with that, okay? So let's take a dive into the messages of the medicine. Oh, we got solar plexus. And then we have the third eye. So a 39 and a 36. Oh, interesting. They're both reversal. Interesting. So you're probably going to be feeling like you got to clean out some things in solar plexus and get that third eye connection thing going on. The message from, oh, how nice, from Guiding Light is going to be the golden stars. The stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now. Oh, ship now. Okay, and now the 3 frequency cards. Oh, I like that. Okay, rebalancing astral healing shield. I love this. This is beautiful. Love this. Nourishment, gift of the Mer people. Yes, I had to take a medicine bath this morning. Needed to dip into some nice salty bath water. Yes. So 21, the gift of the Mer people. I just love that. And then magnetism, the Telos crystal avatar, number 24. All right, lovelies, it's been real. I will see you tomorrow on our first day of the Galactic Portal work with the Kens and the signatures. So I hope you got your app. I hope you found out what you are. If you have not figured that out yet, please take your little self over to 13moon.com. That's 13moon.com. Hold on. Where did I put my paper thing? There it is. Okay. 13moon.com. Boom. Go over there and put your information into the birth decoder. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. And find out what your signature is. So when we start tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be the Blue Galactic. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. I get so excited. Just don't flip to the page. There it is. Friday, March 15th. Live! Here we go. The White Electric World Bridger, guided by heart. So that's going to be the first one we start with. Okay? That's the first one tomorrow. So we'll dive into that. We will do the breath activation for that. If there's any code numbers that come in to match with that, it'll be for that, and you'll work with it for that day. Then we'll line up and go into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It will be done right before we go into the lunar eclipse on the full moon, which will be on March 25th. We'll have a break. Everything will be fine until we get down to Wednesday, April 3rd. We'll have a portal day there. And then Thursday, April 4th, 5th is fine until we get to April 6th. Then it's quiet in between, and then boom, April 8th. Now I want you to look at April 8th. That's going to be a 4, an 8, and then an 8. There's a lot of 8 energy there. That 8. Okay? So start getting yourself ready for that energy, and I look forward to taking you on that journey for those kins. Now, those kins are going to be short and to the point, and I usually keep those right around 20 minutes or so and go into it, give you the prompts, and have you stay in that energy for that day. But you have to have the app, know who you are, so you know what that kin is, and you can go into that. If you have the calendar, great. Kudos to you if you have the calendar. And I think you can just go on to 13moon.com and it might be on there. But if you have the app that I showed you a couple videos back, you can definitely keep following along on the app. I'll bring it up on the phone, but it's hard to do if I'm using my phone and talking to you. I can't bring the app up. So that would mean I would have to do it on my laptop and then present it, and you would have to come over there. So that means if I do it on the laptop, you have to make sure your notifications are on and come over, because notifications and all the bell ringings and stuff don't go out. And then you're wondering, how come I didn't get a video from her? Blah, blah, blah. Well, that's why. Okay. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Much love to you. I will see you tomorrow. Say it with me. What are you? Divinely aligned, divinely heard, divinely seen, divinely loved. Be so light. Like and subscribe. Shine your light. Shine very bright. Bright like a diamond. Diamond. Bright like a diamond. Get really bright. Yeah, right about now, you want to be bright. You want to be so bright when you walk into the room, people literally will have a reason to put shades on around you because you're so freaking bright. Yeah. All right, much love, lovelies. Keep going. Keep going forward. Don't stop. You got this. You have done it. You made it over the hump. And if you still got a little bit of bumps in the road, that's okay. You'll get through it. But the main thing is keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop where you have to sit back and go, I wonder if I would have kept going. What would it have been like if I would have kept going? You don't want to have that kind of conversation with yourself. You want to have the conversation where your divine self goes, yes, keep going, yay! Oh, she's doing so good, look at her, yes. You want that. You want your divine team to be going, yes, like that. You don't want them sitting back going, oh, no, 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 no. You want them to go, yes, yes, yes. Say yes to you. Say no to all the nonsense. Say no to the drama. Say no to all that. Say no to the fear. Just say no. And say yes to you. For you have arrived. Shine your light. Bye.